Greetings from Asheville, North Carolina. I am Michael Reese, webmaster of www.yorkshirevillage.com. And you're going to hear some neat stories from David Lutz, who I met in Montreat, North Carolina, not too far from Asheville. And he told me some really cool stories from when he was a child in Camden, New Jersey. I hope you enjoy them. Okay. I'm here with David Lutz, who had spent some of his time when he was younger in Camden, New Jersey. So, David, where in Camden, New Jersey did you live and at what age?
I lived there from about 1946 to about 1956. And I lived in Camden, what was known as, I can't remember the name of the apartment complex, but I can tell you what the street number was, 22 Hemlock Walk. And it was called a walk because there were no cars on it.
Right.
You had to walk to get to it.
And I believe that's in the Morgan Village area, real close to Fairview, where I lived.
Yeah, they were older apartments, and the ones I was in were brand new. We were the first ones to move into it.
In this photo here, we see construction that has been added since David's trip in 1956. So imagine this not being here and David leaving his home apartment here and working his way on his bicycle through here and getting across Newton Creek around here somewhere. This is Morgan Village. This is Fairview. To get you a better idea where David lived, I'm going to show you an enlarged version of this region of Morgan Village. And here, Hemlock Walk. Here we go. So here is the place where David lived, in Morgan Village. And this would be the 1950s when the Walt Whitman Bridge was being constructed.
Right, that's right.
Do you remember seeing the construction of the bridge?
Yeah, right behind my house, you could see where they were working on the bridge. There was a peach orchard back there, and they demolished the peach orchard to go ahead and make room for one of the ramps. And I was curious, as a kid's get, and I took my bike one day and rode down to the bridge and up the uncompleted part of it because they were going to meet together. And when I got near the top of it, I got off my bike and walked about 30 feet and peeked over it, and all I could see was the Delaware River.
In this wide-angle view of the scene, we have Morgan Village, where David's going to leave here back in 1956, work his way through this area across Newton Creek, and look how far he has to go. Here's Fairview on the right. He gets on the ramp back in the old days and works his way up to the construction that was partially done, and here he was able to look down into the Delaware River from the bridge. I was able to get a picture of the Walt Whitman Bridge under construction thanks to Gloucester City News, and here you can see that the bridge is being built from both sides and it's going to get connected in the middle. Now, when David made his trip as a boy in 1956, he says that this part of the bridge that he walked on was paved. This is an amazing picture from the old days. Wow, so you were peeking over the edge of the construction.
Yes, I was. And I tried to get my best friend to go with me, but he said he wouldn't do it because if his parents found out, they'd kill him.
And what about if your parents found out?
I took that chance. My father was away a lot, so I didn't think he'd find out about it.
It'd just be your mom.
Just my mom. And I could get away with almost anything with her.
Right. So the bridge was being built from Philadelphia and the Camden side,
right,
and they were going to then connect it in the middle at the end. I mean, the last phase.
That's correct.
So you would take your bike and ride up on the one side and then crawl up to the edge.
There were a series of cones, which any idiot knows you don't go past the cones. But not being the brightest kid in the world, I go ahead and left my bike and walked up to the edge and looked over.